Not far from North Korea.
They don't want you going in and filming. That's pretty much it. But I'm sure you already knew that.
Oh, you know I can, though.
Well, not if they trespass you.
I can't discuss anything, sir.
You can't even discuss your own behavior?
I can't discuss anything, sir.
Is that policy meant to protect bad behavior of employees at the post office? Your filibustering skills, sir, are legendary.
You're going to deny the customer request to not be recorded?
That's a request to not be recorded. It's my liberty as press to be here. My mail is just simply not being delivered and haven't been for months. Does the post office have a comment about that?
A lot of people say a lot of things, but that don't always make it true.
Probably past due. It's going to cost
Sir, I'm going to leave. I can't.
Ma'am, we're out in public here.
Not take my picture.
Yeah, first of all, you can't be here on that property, on this property, without firing. So you guys need to get off. You were willing to go along with that and violate my liberties as press.
But nobody did.
You were willing to.
I don't know if anybody was willing to.
You said it on recorded video and audio. You're not going to abridge my liberties as a journalist.
I'm not trying to bridge your liberties. I'm asking you.
Yeah, as a request, that's totally fine, but I'm going to deny the request. Okay, my liberties are more important than feelings. Hey everyone, I am free. It's June 26th, 2024. I am in White Center, King County, Washington State, heading to the post office here on Trenton Avenue, here in White Center. I've actually got a source here that's going in here today because he's had some serious issues with packages and other issues. All manner of problems. And in looking into it further from Google reviews, and other things have seen those are corroborated. So we're gonna head in here with the source and check this out. While I got your attention, if you wouldn't mind liking, sharing, and subscribing, hitting that all notifications bells and get my stories right when they release. Follow me on X at I.A.M Auditing, on Facebook at Inland Auditing Media, and if you want to help keep my feet on the streets, you can do so by going to the links in the description for Cash App and Venmo. All right, and as we can see here, the vaunted Poster 7, which is an excerpt from Title 39 of the Code of Federal Regulations, Section 232.1. H51. We're going to head in here and see what's going on.
Hello. I have some mail pickup. I had 2 packages that I said it was not a customer request, and I did not request that. We haven't been getting mail for months.
So, for this address right here,
Yeah.
this mailbox is broken.
No, it's not. I have it on video. It's not broken.
Alexa, what's today's date?
It's Wednesday, June 26th.
All right, it is Wednesday, June 26th. We're gonna go walk out to the post office again. We're gonna see if we have any mail. We have 2 packages held at our quote request again, which we did not request. So we're gonna go out to the mailbox because they constantly say our mailbox is broken. They say they're gonna fix it. I've asked them to put notices in when we have packages. They don't do it. I don't know everybody on the street here, but I do know some of the neighbors have not gotten mail. This has been going on for, I don't know, about 2 months now, maybe longer. So we walk over here to the box. Here's our box. Note that there is no way for the rear entry. It's all sealed. Our boxes are secured. There's no way to get into these things. The only one that's open is the parcel box. That's been broken for a while. That one's not broken, but there's no way to get into this box. Let's see if there's anything in here. And nothing. No notices. There's no notices on the box itself saying come to the post office. Nothing. We're just supposed to guess. So there you have it. I'll be going to the post office this morning to collect my packages and my mail. Gonna have a little bit different interaction today, I think.
Well, I can have you talk to the supervisor, but you're not the only address where this is everybody's address is on
I know it's been broken for months. I came in here to talk to a supervisor about 3 weeks ago. They said they'd get it fixed, but it's not broken. It's secured. I have it on video.
Okay, but do you know if it's just your box?
No, I clicked on multiple boxes.
Right, but do you know if it's our lock? You don't know if it's our lock. That's the master lock for the boxes.
Well, so we get no notice that we have to come here. People just have to guess. I had a package sent here that wouldn't even fit in that bin. It didn't come to my house. It should have been left on the porch. I talked to the supervisor about this. All he identified was as G. That's all it said his name was. He said he would get a work order in. This was 3 weeks ago. I said, we need to get our mail. I'm a disabled person. My neighbor's disabled. He has to come here every day because he relies on my mail. So these packages are here. I need to get these, and I need to get whatever mail, stack of mail back.
Okay.
And I need to talk to the supervisor again about this fixed.
Okay. No problem. Can I see your ID?
As soon as you find my mail, I'll show you my ID.
Okay, but I kind of need to see your ID before I go back and so I can verify.
Once you bring it, I'll show you. I have my ID. I'll show you my ID once you find my mail.
Looks like we got a cam back over there. Which is totally fine that this guy's exercising his liberties, but not really sure if he works for the post office or not. Whatever.
How can I assist you, sir?
Yeah, so our mail has not been delayed for about 3 months. I've been in, this is the third time I've been in. I've talked to the supervisor each time. A package is delivered. It says at the customer request, can I get your name, sir?
Mr. Williams.
Mr. William?
Yes, sir.
I'm Mr. Olson.
Mr. Rosen?
Olson.
Olson. Okay, Mr. Olson.
So, the first time I came in, I spoke to that gentleman that was over there that put his mask on. He got pretty testy with me. I came in with tracking and he said, well, you should get notice. And he said, no, you have to, I said, no, your tracking says it's here. He said, no, you have to wait for notice. He escalated, asked for a supervisor. Supervisor came out. He said the package was not here. The supervisor went back, found it, came back. And he said, this gentleman just didn't know where it was. I'll make sure he's trained. The next time I had this happen, I came in. We hadn't been getting mail at all. And there was a package there as well. That package was too big for the parcel box in our cluster mailbox. That didn't get delivered. I talked to that gentleman again. He got testy with him again. I asked him when the mailbox was going to get fixed. This was about 3 weeks ago. He said he don't know nothing about that. I asked for a supervisor. Supervisor came out in street clothes, identified himself as G. I said that package should have been delivered because it should have been delivered before. And I said, still not get permit.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
He said, well, it's probably broken. I said,
I want to correct them. What I had said was, I said, do you know if our box is
And that's what I just said.
Okay.
That's what I just said. Okay.
Yeah, I don't like nobody telling me without my permission either.
Oh. So, when I talked to G, he said, well, it's probably broken. From my perspective, the box is secured. I took a video of it. You can see it.
All right. We were supposed to have a package delivered on Thursday. It was not delivered on Thursday. I checked postal tracking. It said that it was held at the post office at the customer's request. It was not. It is, Alexa, what's the day and date?
In Seattle, it's Sunday, June 2nd, 2024 at 11:33 a.m.
Okay, this is Sunday, June 2nd. We're gonna walk out.
And here's more about that.
We're gonna walk out to the to the mailboxes, and let's just see if we have a notice. The bin's been broken for this long. Let's see what we got in here. And nothing. No notice. No nothing. This package, I absolutely know would not fit in that bin. They should have brought it to the porch, but they didn't. Alexa, what's today's date?
It's Wednesday, June 26th.
All right, it is Wednesday, June 26th. We're gonna go walk out to the post office again. We're gonna see if we have any mail. We have 2 packages held at our quote request again, which we did not request. Here's our box. Note that there is no way for the rear entry. It's all sealed. Our boxes are secured. There's no way to get into these things. The only one that's open is the parcel box. That's been broken for a while. That one's not broken, but there's no way to get into this box. Let's see if there's anything in here. And nothing. No notices. There's no notices on the box itself saying come to the post office. Nothing. We're just supposed to guess. So there you have it. I'll be going to the post office this morning to collect my packages and my mail. Gonna have a little bit different interaction today, I think.
Maybe your lock is broken. I said at that time, we get no notices. We get nothing. There's no notice on the mailbox saying it's broken. There's nothing saying it's going to be fixed. I asked him at that time, what's going on? When can we get it fixed? He said he'll get a work order in. And I said, well, this has been going on for months. Why has there not been a work order put in? And he's like, oh, the carrier probably put one in and gave it to the other manager and he forgot about it. I mean, that's what they're telling me. Now, I'm a disabled person. It's a hardship for me to come up here and get my neighbor. My neighbor has to come here every day to get to me because they rely on it for checks. He's also elderly and disabled. I need to know when we're going to get this fixed. I can't keep coming here and doing the post office job.
Well, okay, so one, as you know, I'm new to this issue, so bear with me here. So.
You might be, they are not.
Okay, so we're gonna, I mean, if it's okay with you, we're just gonna start over new right here and right now and work towards a resolution. I'm not dismissing your frustration, trust me. I get it, I understand. But if we keep dwelling on that part, we're gonna drive ourselves crazy because we're gonna keep being angry.
I'm already there, right?
So we're gonna take a deep breath because our mental health is way more important than holding on to things we can't control. Right? Sure. I mean, I know it's frustrating. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna look into this so we can work on the solution so that hopefully we can get this resolved. So you know what I mean? So you and your elderly neighbors, everyone can have a sigh of relief because we don't need the frustration. You You know, we're all human, but we're all just one moment away from a heart attack or anything, man. So this is not drive ourselves insane over things we can't control.
Well, you can control it, and they have been able to control it. Is the problem. But okay, I'm with you.
My focus is more so on the solution, more so than the problem. I'd rather solve the problem than to dwell on it. That's all. Nothing personal, you know what I mean? But
No, it's nothing personal. I mean, it's personal to me because I can take my time out of my day.
oh, definitely.
Now,
I mean, what I was saying, not personal as far as like, I didn't want you to think I was being dismissive towards your feelings or anything, but I'm more like, my position is more let's focus on solutions and more so than the problem, because if we spend more time on the problem, we'll never get it solved, if that makes sense. It's not a dismissive thing, you know, sometimes it can come across as condescending or something like that. That's not the intent. Like, seriously, it's not. So what's the address of this box? What's the zip over there? Is that Berrien or
Yeah, you're gonna bring.
Seattle, it's
I can't
unincorporated.
confirm it, so you're gonna.
So
So
there's
when you
more
get
of
this
this.
letter again,
Yeah.
you're gonna bring it back. So
You
you're
can
gonna
set
have
it
a
here.
barcode, or it's
Well,
gonna have an
nothing gets there
activation
now.
code.
No,
And then you're
So
gonna
like
bring
White Lake,
this
more
letter
like
in with
White
your
Center.
ID, and then we're gonna verify everything on this computer.
946. So is this box? How you doing, sir?
Good, how you doing?
So is this box? Is it like more or less like on the road here, or is it on the actual property?
It's on the road. It's a
Right.
cluster box with multiple mailboxes.
Right. Your ID.
This is the location.
So when you get this letter in the mail,
I think
you're gonna
it's
bring
like
in this
916.
letter
It's
along
in the
with your
next walk
ID.
down.
Verify everything on the computer. Yeah, so then when you receive this letter again, after you put this in,
So
it'll be
you think
about
it's more
7
closer?
to
Yeah,
business
it's
days.
somewhere there. It's in the.
So now let me
Then
ask
you
you
bring
this:
this
the box,
letter in,
is
then
it like
confirm
broken,
everything
like
on the
visibly
computer.
broken,
But
or?
until
Like,
that
see the video I
happens,
took this morning?
then you can do that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you don't mind,
I
like, you
can't-
could just
I can't
kinda
do
give
it
me
right
a
now.
full
No,
description.
I'm happy.
Here's our box. Note that there is no way for the rear entry. It's all sealed. Our boxes are secured. There's no way to get into these things. The only one that's open is the parcel box. That's been broken for a while. That one's not broken, but there's no way to get into this box. Let's see if there's anything in here. And nothing.
I have to make a report on
And then
this,
they'll
so
send
try to
you
get you a
this.
solution. So I
Right.
just have as much information as possible.
Nothing's wrong.
So that I can
Everything
share
is good.
this, while I make this report.
Everything is good. Okay,
There's me going up to the box.
you're welcome.
Going around to the back because I want to show you
No,
the rear
I'm gonna
entry.
take this right now. I'm submitting right now.
And when I
Parcel bin we know has been broken for months.
Right.
Kind of pulling on the boxes
when
there to
I
show that
have the second
parcel bin is broken.
like this,
You know that.
I must bring the letter.
No notices like I asked
ID,
last time.
Right.
And what else?
This is me
That's
getting
it.
into my
The
box.
letter and the ID, yeah, and then we're confirming everything on there.
So I don't understand. Like, what's wrong with it? I'm not.
You tell me. I don't know what's wrong
Yeah,
with the box.
that's
May I have your name and phone number, please? Because I don't see nothing wrong with the box. I mean, you said the parcel bin is broke.
The parcel bin, and that's been broken for months and months. I don't see anything wrong with it either, but of course she claims that it's probably your lock that's broken.
Okay. May I have your name and phone number? I'm getting ready to. As soon as I get a chance, and within the next hour or two, I'm going to take a ride down there and come look at the thing and see what's going on here. I need to investigate this, and I will be following up with you myself personally. So I'll be following up with you myself personally after I go look at this, because I need.
Can you read my number?
But I really don't see anything visibly wrong. I mean, I don't know if it's a lock issue or anything, so.
Yeah. Well, the other point is, and I know you don't want to go on the past, but like the last time I was in here, there was a box that wouldn't even fit me, and it didn't get delivered. So I think what's happening is they're seeing mail for that address and they're just shoving it in the back no matter what. They just don't want to bring it. So that's a carrier issue, obviously.
Well, we're going to see what's wrong with this. We're going to get an investigation going, and hopefully today we have a resolution. Okay, you know, this is my position. What's today? Wednesday or Thursday?
Wednesday, 26th.
Wednesday. Today makes my second week in Washington State. So,
Welcome.
thank you. So these are
I'm sorry you had to come here.
Oh, no, that's fine. These are some of the things that I came here for. You know what I mean? No, that's fine. These are some of the things that I came here for. You know what I mean? To help get things straight and help rebuild the trust in the relationship with the community.
I hope so. If you look at your Google reviews for this post office, they're
Yeah, I looked at it
pretty
before I got here. But hopefully they're improving. Hopefully, you know, we've seen a little improvement, but nothing happens overnight. Just ask for a little patience. We have a new team in place, so we're working. And trust me, we're working around the clock. We're hoping to improve things, you know.
Is that a new supervisory team? Because all these people are going to be.
We have a new supervisor across the board.
Okay. Well, if I could just get my mail and my
Yes,
packages.
sir. You might see your ID, sir. This is that's correct. Okay. I need
You don't
the
need to
ID.
take it.
No, we do. We have to take your ID with us.
No. You don't need to take the
Sir, sir. I'm not going to do anything with your ID.
I've never had to actually release my ID. I show it. You can see my picture, my address,
Just
my name.
We just explained my position to you.
You're not taking my ID. You've seen it. I've proven my identity. My address is right here. You can see
I'm
it.
not, sir, listen. I'm not going to memorize your ID. I'm not going to do anything.
She has the mail
nefarious
right
with
here.
your ID.
She has the mail right
Oh,
here.
well, that's it then. My apologies, sir.
I just want to get my mail.
You can have your mail, sir. I don't want any issues with you. I promise you, you can relax. I'm not here
Well, you're trying to take my ID.
to go get your mail, retrieve your mail and your
But you don't
packages.
just take the ID. She's in my mail right.
Yeah, and I need to see his ID.
It's right here.
Okay,
We're
well,
gonna show you the ID.
I need to come up.
Right, so let me show you his ID. You remember the address and everything?
Yeah, I
That's
did.
Mr.
I gave her
Olson.
I gave a piece of paper. I got it.
with the address.
Okay, well that's
So-
fine. That works too.
This is the package that you was looking
Oh,
for
yeah,
that
yeah,
one.
sometimes, you know, those get forked with everybody to have.
And this one, the other
You just scanned them already?
Yes, I did.
Because they take the picture from
And then
where it
this
came
one
from,
came.
not from. It'll be here. Yeah, I can help you right here. How's it going? Can I see your ID, please?
All right, Mr. Olson, you have a wonderful day, and we will be in touch. I'll be in touch.
Look forward to hearing from you.
Yes, sir. Have a wonderful day.
Hi.
How you doing, sir?
Good. How you doing today?
Blessed.
Good. I wanted to see if I just saw what transpired. I'm actually here working on a story about the post office, ironically,
fine.
or maybe coincidentally, as it may be. I noticed there were some individuals that not only reached out to me about issues regarding the post office for delivery of mail packages and whatnot, like that guy was just talking about, but I went on and I overheard as well about the Google reviews. There appears to be a litany of issues. I overheard that you are here as a new supervisor to, correct me if I'm wrong, facilitate some changes to re-engage the trust of the local community. Is that accurate?
Well, man, you take it however you want to, sir. That's all I can say.
Yeah, well, I overheard, and I want to get this correct for the public, for the people that this post office serves. So, are you here on behalf of the post office to make changes to the operations so that it's more conducive to proper customer service?
I'm here as a customer service supervisor for the United States Postal Service, sir.
Gotcha. And you are supervisor here at this facility?
I'm one of them, yes,
Gotcha.
sir.
Do you have a business card by chance?
No, sir, I do not.
Could I get your name?
Mr. Williams.
Mr. Williams. Do you guys have at the post office like employee ID numbers or anything like that?
We don't pass those out, sir.
You don't pass those out? Okay, gotcha.
sir, not at
If you don't mind me asking, in overhearing what that gentleman was stating was an issue for him, Mr. Olson, it sounds like, what's leading to these issues of inability to have packages dropped off, mail dropped off? because some of the people that reached out to me to contact the post office as a journalist here are saying that they're not getting their mail, they're not having packages dropped off. One of the other things that's being alleged is that they're being told that there are hold for pickup at the request of the individual documents, and people are saying we never made such a request for mail to be held.
That part is new to me.
It's new to you. Okay, so you've never heard anything along those lines whatsoever?
I don't know about
Gotcha.
that.
I hope so. If you look at your Google reviews for this post office, they're pretty
Before I got here.
Okay, so you've never heard anything along those lines whatsoever?
I don't know about
Gotcha.
that.
Folks, this is evidence right there that Mr. Williams is lying about the situation. He admitted to my source just moments earlier, Mr. Olson, that he had reviewed the Google reviews in that clip, yet he states to me that he knows nothing about the Google reviews. This is seeming to be more of an attempt to placate the customer. Comment below what you think.
One thing I'd like to ask you to clarify then, because I overheard you talking to Mr. Olson about some of the issues, and I overheard you say that there was Google reviews that you had looked at. In looking at the Google reviews this morning, just to make sure I was fresh on those, there's several people within the last 6 months who have said that they had received notifications that says held at the request of
I've been here for 2 weeks. So I can't speak.
Oh, you're only here for 2 weeks.
I've
Gotcha.
only been here 2 weeks. So I can't speak to what went on prior to me getting here.
Gotcha. So just to clarify, so I'm accurate with my story, any of this hold at the request of the owner, that kind of stuff is, as far as you're aware, has had no issues.
The thing I know is that there are some broken boxes somewhere due to vandalism amongst other things.
Gotcha.
And the carriers are not going to put someone package in a broken mailbox.
Gotcha.
Why would the carriers set someone up for their package to be stolen?
Well, that is something that makes sense. On the other hand, it sounds like the mail is just not being delivered, not only for Mr. Olson, but it sounds like from what he was saying a moment ago, but it sounds like a lot of people, based on their Google reviews, are saying my mail is just simply not being delivered and haven't been for months. Does the post office have a comment about that?
A lot of people say a lot of things, but that don't always make it true.
Gotcha.
One or two people might say something and tell someone, and then things spread like wildfire.
What about well over 100 people?
I mean,
is it a cabal?
You can pick, like seriously, you can pick any topic, and I can tell you something. You can tell him, he can tell someone, and people start spreading.
Gotcha.
So it's called rumors and innuendo. People spread things all the time, and other people join in just because.
Gotcha. So is it?
I don't always make it the case.
Fair enough. I can appreciate that. So I just want to make sure I'm not putting words in your mouth. I like to report accurately here. So is it your impression then that you just simply don't know what's going on and that you're not necessarily going to take those people's reviews as accurate or not?
Only thing I can say is this. The post office is striving every day to provide great service and doing the best they can. And if you or anyone else you know are interested in employment, here I'm going to assist. If you or anyone else you know are looking for a job, here you go.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm a journalist, so I'm well employed at this point. But
yeah, I mean, but hey, everyone can use a second job, right?
Well, yeah, possibly. One never knows.
Or if you know anyone, tell them, hey, look, we're hiring right now.
Absolutely.
Instead of, I mean, I know you're doing a job, and part of journalism is to report, right? So, hey, report to them that, hey, the USPS is hiring. So if they want to put a Google review, put on there, hey, the post office is hiring. So if they want to see what's going on, come join and work and help see what's going on.
Yeah, well, certainly I'll have this.
Make a difference.
I'll certainly have this in the story. Back to what I was talking about, though, which is the litany of Google reviews. Is it your impression that there's no way to determine if those are accurate or not? Would the post office consider taking those reviews as accurate?
The thing I can say is, hey, the post office is hiring. If anyone is interested, here is the website right here. Hire.
Yeah, I appreciate that. You know, with all due respect, you seem like a nice guy. That's a heck of a like almost United States Senate filibuster kind of what you're doing there. So
no, man.
I appreciate you putting that out.
Hey, no, I mean, hey, I rather look. This is the story that really need to be reported.
Oh no,
USPS.com.
I can tell you as a journalist, the story that's bringing me here today from many sources that reached out to my company.
Well, hey, I got a bigger source. USPS.com is
so is it effectively that the United States Postal Service doesn't have any comment? Because these are local. These are actually local people in the Berrien White Center, Seattle area.
Well, here, since it's local people here, take a couple more. And that way you can tell them.
Oh, no, I'm good. I'll take this one. I appreciate that.
You can spread the word that, hey, we are hiring.
Yeah.
You know, and there are plenty of opportunities available for those who want to come make a difference in the community. This is their opportunity. All you have to do is.
And maybe it will take replacement of employees. I noticed that lady back there is getting a little frustrated with the customer here a few moments ago, and it looked like you stepped in to solve that problem. And I think that's appropriate, but I'm kind of wanting to see if you can get any clarification as to why this is happening, because part of the reviews also are brusque, rude, unprofessional behavior from employees here.
I can't speak to that because it doesn't happen in front of me.
What I said, what I had said, no, I want to correct them. What I had said was, I said, you know what bar boxes.
And that's what I just said.
So I can't speak to that. I don't know.
So to make sure I understand correctly, there's no reports you've had as a supervisor that there's any customer service level issues here whatsoever?
One of the reports I have is that, hey, we are hiring. USPS is hiring. Join our team.
While I appreciate that you're laying the groundwork for an excellent United States Senate campaign run here, because your filibustering skills, sir, are legendary.
You want me to take Mitch McConnell's spot or Chuck Schumer?
Yeah. Well, you got to move to Kentucky for that one, but or New York for Senator Schumer. But like I said, I mean, I appreciate your filibustering skills. They are legendary.
I could be the new Nancy Pelosi, right? or maybe the new Kevin McCarthy.
Right? I mean, that's a lot of California action as well. So I appreciate your geographical knowledge and your understanding of the United States Senate, but beyond the filibustering legendary skills you possess, sir.
Clarence Thomas spot on the
hey, there you go. Right? I mean, he's getting on in his years. But back to the issue that brings me here. What do you know, if anything, about the alleged customer service issues? One of them I did witness just a moment ago was when the woman was acting not completely unreasonable, but a bit brusque, a bit rude, a bit unprofessional. Do you have any comment about that?
Yes. If you have a concern in regards to your experience, you're more than welcome to take this short survey.
Gotcha. But don't take it up with the supervisors? Is that the position of the post office?
No, I never said that. What I said was that you can always do this survey.
Always could do that in addition to taking it up with the supervisor.
Gotcha. But I don't think that I recall seeing you personally having an experience.
Oh, no. I observed one on behalf. Like I said, I came in here today and I happened to catch in this moment that customer right there having a customer service issue.
What I said, what I had said, no, I want to correct them. What I had said was, I said, you know what bar boxes.
And that's what I just said.
With one of the employees that seemingly are supervisor.
We are hiring. So.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, I appreciate that. So is that sort of an implicit understanding that maybe certain employees here need to be terminated so that new ones can be hired?
No, it's a determination that if you need to mail something, we have the small flat rate priority option, the mediums or the large, and whatever fits the ship.
Well, I want to say again, sir, your filibustering skills are legendary.
If you want to ship something express, we
legend,
do have priority express,
legend level filibustering.
But these right here, it cost a little more.
Is there some reason, or perhaps maybe some training you received at the United States Postal Service to achieve such legendary skills in filibustering?
What about priority mail or express?
No, about your legendary skills at filibustering. Because actually, I'm asking very relevant questions to the local public, and by local, I mean Berrien White Center in Seattle, unincorporated, that actually get service here at this post office. And in addition to Mr. Olson, who in a public space was trying to conduct his business and bringing these issues to you as a supervisor, I noticed one issue with that lady over there, and I've noticed a litany of these other issues through Google reviews, and I wanted to see if there was any additional comment you had that has nothing to do with cost of mailing or hiring people. I do have that on recording and audio, video and audio, so I mean, that's good. But beyond that, this is a relevant story to the local people here that you serve this post office. What kind of clarification can you provide for this?
On the clarification that I really truthfully can provide is, I have work that I have to do for my customers at this time.
So you got to get back to it.
Yeah, I mean, and I was brought up from my work to come and assist the customers, so we were able to begin his issue. So
Okay.
I have to go and address it now because this customer shares concerns with me.
All right.
So I want to get to the root cause and see what the problem is.
Yeah,
so
well, that sounds like a good idea.
Make this a good thing here with a happy ending.
Gotcha.
But we are hiring. If you or anyone are interested, USPS is hiring. You can join our team. You apply at USPS.com/careers.
I will say I hope you do get a lateral transfer to human resources because your recruiting skills are almost as legendary as your filibustering skills. So I really do appreciate your time here, sir.
How you doing, young lady?
Ma'am, did you have any comment about your interaction with that customer that I noticed before, Mr. Olson over there? He's still standing over there. Some of what brought me here, sources, tips, and leads, as well as Google reviews, identify that there was some brusque, rude, unprofessional behavior from employees at the post office. Do you have any comment about that? Any comment? No comment about that? Is it your impression that this post office serves its community well based on the tips and leads and reviews?
Sir,
and all
I
that?
can't answer.
You can't answer any questions?
I can't answer no
Gotcha.
questions.
Is that a policy of the post office that you can't talk to the press?
Yes.
It is
one of our policies.
Gotcha.
Yes,
Which policy is it? Because I looked at the policies that you have posted up there, like poster 7.
Sir, you can talk to a supervisor.
And I noticed there was no policies.
No questions. I can't answer no questions.
Can't answer any questions.
I
Well,
can't
sometimes
answer no
the
questions.
non-answers are the answers that the public needs to see. So, are you sure you don't want to take the opportunity to maybe address what I did capture on video and audio with the gentleman that was up here earlier?
I can't discuss anything.
You can't even discuss your own behavior?
I can't discuss anything, sir.
Is that policy meant to protect bad behavior of employees at the post office? Your behavior. I caught it on camera. Yeah, you were being rude and brusque to the gentleman earlier, and then when I was attempting to work on my story as a member of the press, which of course I have First Amendment liberties to be protected by, you attempted to have a conversation, what seemed like to be an implicit desire to prevent me from recording and taking photographs. Is that not accurate?
I wasn't denying you. I was saying for myself, I don't like to be on video.
Sure, but you're a public employee.
For my personal self.
Sure.
That's just me.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Gotcha.
I can't speak about my behavior. I can't say anything, sir.
You can't
I'm not willing to risk my job, sir. I cannot speak to the press.
Well, wouldn't it make sense that your behavior earlier would potentially risk your job? I mean, I appreciate that the pen bucket needs to be organized, but I mean that doesn't seem nearly as relevant.
Would you like to talk to my supervisor, sir?
I just spoke with him, and
the station manager.
Yeah.
I can't talk to you.
So, as the supervisor spoke with earlier, Mr. Williams, is he subordinate to the station manager? Is there a station manager I can't speak with? Can you get a station manager, ma'am? So did you get all of your issues resolved, or how are you feeling about this interaction today? I mean, obviously I caught it on video there, audio, that you're very frustrated. I can pick that up, your body language, your tonal inflections. It looks like you got a lot of mail here. Was it basically just sitting there?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this is, did I overhear correctly, 3 months?
At least 3 months, if not a little bit longer. I can prove it back to 3 months, but it's been going on really for quite a while now.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I saw the video footage that you showed to Mr. Williams, the supervisor. Can I clarify something? Because I wanted to make sure I overheard this correctly. It sounded like Mr. Williams, in speaking with you, had said he had come here specifically to solve problems.
That's the way I gathered it.
Yeah, that's what I thought I had overheard, but I wanted to make sure I actually got that correct. Because when I was talking to him, I don't know if you overheard, but when I was just talking to him, he was sort of seeming to kind of skirt that issue, and making it seem like there aren't actually any issues here at this post office. So, so this has been going on for you for about 3 months. How much mail do you typically get? Is that a common amount of mail, or is that a lot of mail?
This is about 3 weeks worth.
3 weeks worth. Gotcha.
Yeah, about that, and 3 packages that didn't get delivered as well.
So on average, would you say that you're missing mail at this point for 3 months worth of mail?
I don't know. Perhaps. I don't know, because we didn't realize the mail wasn't getting delivered.
Sure, because you don't know what you don't know.
Right. So I don't know if there was a bunch of return to sender because we didn't come in for a while. I have no idea.
Gotcha.
So the last time I came in was about a month's worth, and it was a stack about like that. I didn't go through the date stamp, so I don't know how far back that went.
We're hiring as the answer.
So I don't really know if I've lost mail or not.
Gotcha. So at this point, are you missing any packages?
I think this got them all for today.
How long of a delay have you been experiencing in packages?
As long as it takes me to come down here.
Gotcha.
Because they're all held at customer request. That's what the tracking says.
And did you request that?
No, never. I don't even know how to request that, and it's not like you can call this post office.
Gotcha.
They might have a number. I've tried finding a number for it, but nobody ever answers.
Yeah, before I came down today, I was looking at this post office for Google reviews and whatnot. What I noticed is that the phone number appears to be the generic customer service phone number. So I find that pretty interesting about the held at customer request. I just want to make sure I'm understanding this correct. You have never requested those packages to be held?
Never, ever. I would not.
What's your impression as a customer of the United States Postal Service? That's leading to that happening?
They keep claiming the box is broken. I've proven that it's not broken. I proved it last time I was here. I talked to that gentleman right there. He's not real nice. He ran in the back as soon as he saw you put his mask on.
You too.
That guy in the flannel shirt?
That guy right there. He's usually who I deal with.
And he's the guy that brings out packages?
He's usually there for mail pickup. That's
Gotcha.
usually who I deal with.
Okay.
I just feel like, because I did have a package that was way too big for the parcel bin that was held at my request here. So it should have been left on the porch, and I expressed that to the supervisor the last time I was here. And he said, well, I'll talk to the carrier. So they're just not delivering mail to these addresses, packages or anything. They're just not doing it.
Interesting. And how many interactions have you had with that gentleman over there?
In the last 2 months, 2.
2. And how were those interactions?
Go ahead. The first one was, he got pretty testy with me. I asked for a supervisor, and he came out. He told me the package was not here, and he said I needed to wait for a notice. I said, your tracking shows that it's here.
Do you mind if I pause this for a second?
Sure.
Hey, sir, I'm going to do a Freedom of Information Act request on that phone.
Don't free to move on me. I don't answer.
So I'm going to make sure you hold on to that, okay? Because I'm going to do a Freedom of Information Act request on that video and audio footage, okay? Are you the station manager?
I'm a supervisor.
Supervisor, hi. Mr. Olson, are you okay with giving me just a moment here?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, I came in here working on a story about some issues that some people reached out to me about regarding packages being allegedly held at request of the customer, and then finding out, at least based on their allegations, that that wasn't actually happening. Brusque, rude, unprofessional behavior, lost mail, undelivered mail, and supposedly now a cluster mailbox that's being described as inoperable and that the mail can't be delivered. When I came in, this gentleman right here, Mr. Olson, was up speaking with a supervisor by the name of Mr. Williams, explaining his issues. And to his credit, Mr. Williams seems like a really nice guy, actually was being professional. But it sounds like these issues have been going on for quite some time. And I wanted to see if the post office has any comment about it for largely the individuals that are served by this post office, for largely like Berrien, White Center, unincorporated Seattle.
Berrien is a separate center.
Gotcha. So you don't serve any Berrien folk here?
No, but we
Did
honestly
you mention that we're hiring?
We are hiring, just to
All
let
right.
you know.
Just so you
But,
know,
we cannot issue comments to the media about that. We can't speak with the with the customers about that.
Maybe we can have a sort of a happy marriage, if you will, here. Mr. Olson, are you willing to speak on camera about your issues? Sure. That way you're not violating, I guess, probably the Privacy Act of 1974 is what I'm guessing you're referring to. Sure. So regarding the cluster mailbox, I guess we can just have a nice, friendly conversation here about this. If I understand correctly, what you were talking about is that when you were up there talking to Mr. Williams, the cluster box was referred to as not operable, and that's why they weren't delivering mail to it. Yet you had video evidence, if I understood correctly, from today and other days that it operates and that there was nothing left in there for, like, come pick up a package or anything like that. So that sounds like it's accurate. Now that we don't have a concern over the 74 Privacy Act.
I am seeing that his mail is being held, his mail and packages, so I would have to research that more to see what's going on with Mr. Olson's mail.
Okay.
But I do know that if the cluster boxes are broken, we do hold the mail because we don't want your mail stolen. And we have been having issues with stolen mail.
So if I might interrupt you, so I understand that. I was in here 3 weeks ago, and I talked to a supervisor, I guess was a supervisor. He identified himself as G. That's all he said. He was a supervisor. Okay. He seemed completely flabbergasted that anything was wrong. He did say that he thought the mailbox was broken. I told him that it was secured, all the doors are secured. He was surprised by that. He told me, well, we'll get a work order in, we'll get it fixed. And I asked him, this has been going on for months. Why wasn't there a work order put in already? He said, well, the carrier would have told us. And I said, well, if they would have told you this had been going on for months, why wasn't there one put in? His statement to me was, they, carrier, I don't know the female now, they, the carrier, probably told the old manager and they forgot.
Okay, that's what I was told. We do have a new management team going on. I am putting in work orders for all broken mailboxes and CDUs, which is what oh, please don't take my picture.
Oh, yeah, it's already, it's a public place.
But I personally don't want my picture.
Oh, yeah. Do you work for the post office?
Yes.
Yeah,
but I personally don't.
Yeah, I can appreciate your request. I'm going to have to deny that request.
I really don't.
I'm a journalist, ma'am. I got to do my job.
I get it, but I don't want my picture taken. So please don't take my picture.
It's recording.
So can you verify that there is a work order for this location?
I can verify that there, let me see.
And the last time I was in here, the package I was here to pick up.
I'm asking you, sir, to not take my picture.
The last time I was in here, the package that was to be delivered to my address was too big to fit in that parcel box anyway. So why wouldn't the carrier have brought that and put it on the porch?
That is, I will.
And I asked G that as well.
Check with the carrier and see why that.
And he said the same thing.
Because they should have put it on.
Right, and he said the same thing.
So,
and I asked.
I'm pretty sure
asked.
there is a work order.
Excuse me. I asked for notices to put in the mailbox because nobody's been told anything. We just stopped getting mail one day. And I am actually a disabled person. It's a hardship for me to come down here. My neighbor's an elderly disabled person. He comes here every day to pick up his mail because he relies on it for his checks. There's toll bills in that stack. That are probably past due. It's going to cost me.
Sir, I'm going to leave. I can't. I've already
ma'am, we're out in public here.
Not take my picture.
Yeah, ma'am, we're out in public here.
I've asked you. I personally don't.
Yeah, but you're an employee, ma'am. I'm working on his story, but
I'm asking you not to take my photo.
I get that.
I have that right,
I'm recording right now, audio and video.
I don't want you to take my photo. Thank you, sir.
Wow.
Sir, I will give you my personal cell phone number. You can call me, and we will talk about this further. I've already asked twice to not have my picture taken, and he's not listening to me. So this is my personal cell phone number.
Is this how the press is treated by the United States Postal Service, ma'am?
No, but I'm asking you. I wasn't bothering you. My name's Clam.
Yeah, I'm working on his story,
I
ma'am.
was not bothering you until I asked you to.
Oh, did you get a chance to let the customers know that we have a great selection of Hallmark cards?
I did catch those.
We have bubble wraps and everything.
I appreciate it.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Olson.
I will speak with you, Mr. Olson.
Yes, so I did some homework for you.
Yes. I was just interested in this whole thing.
Yeah, so I did get a chance to speak with your mail carrier.
Okay.
So the problem with this particular cluster box is that the main lock is broken because people keep breaking into it. They've replaced it 3 times and people keep breaking into it and attempting to break into it and they're damaging the lock.
I don't think that's true.
Well,
I know it was broken into one time.
Yeah.
But after that, it's never been broken into. It's been secured. We actually got one piece of mail in the last 3 months but I look at it every day. I work from home, so I look at it every day. It's not like it's been hanging over.
Oh, I mean, hey, look, I'm not here to argue truth or not. I'm just relaying to you so far what I was able to uncover.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I said, I still have to come and personally look at it, and I'm still going to put a work order in it. But for transparency's sake, I just wanted to let you know, hey, I did begin looking into it and putting all my other stuff on hold while I investigate this for you. And I just wanted to follow up with you. That was all.
Okay. And is there any? So what's the ultimate fix if people are breaking into it? Does that mean it's just going to sit there forever because somebody might break into it?
No, we have to keep replacing boxes. Unfortunately, you know, they keep breaking into them. We keep replacing them. A couple of people that drove and knocked all over recently. You know what I mean? So it's just like a never-ending cycle with these boxes. How you doing, young man?
Pretty good.
Thank you, sir. Have a blessed day.
So can I get an idea of when it's going to be replaced?
Only thing I can tell you is that I'm getting ready to put another work order in today for you, and I'll follow up with you after I get the confirmation of the work order. That's all I can tell you.
Okay, because if it's true it has been replaced 3 times, we still don't get mail. So it's not like it got replaced and they start putting mail in it and it gets broken into again.
See, you're telling me something that I wasn't aware of. Again, I've only been here for 2 weeks, so you're telling me something I wasn't aware of.
Well, that's why
I'm not
trying to give you all the information I can. So
no, that's fine. Look, my job as a customer service supervisor is to make sure that my customers' concerns are addressed and met, and listen to my customers, hear their concerns, and investigate them. And if it's something that I can do to resolve it, that's what I get paid to do.
All right. I appreciate that.
You know what I mean? So, again, I didn't come to argue with you or nothing.
Sure.
I just came to hear your side and explain to you what I found so far. And I'm going to further investigate it today, and I'll be back in touch with you once I get a work order in on it. How you doing, sir?
Good. I wonder, you said you might be able to drive out there. I wonder, can you go out there and with the key and verify that lock is broken?
That's what I'm going to do. That's part of my job to investigate. I have to physically go lay eyes on it and look and see what's going on, see if I can personally get the box open and make sure that that's really the case, that someone broke in or not. I have to physically do that myself.
Sure.
That's what my job is. So that's what I'm going to do. Then I'll be back in touch with you and let you know, hey, okay, I got your work order in. This is what they told me. So I will, but I am going to work on it for you. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, ma'am.
Okay.
So I'll be in touch with you. Have your number right there. Have everything. So I'll be letting you know when the work order.
Hey, Mr. Williams, I got a question for you. In that vein, I appreciate the expedience that you put into looking into the problem that Mr. Olson's experienced. Out of curiosity, for the purposes of that box that you're stating have been been broken into 3 times now, does the post office ever take additional steps, such as, I'm not saying this is an absolute guarantee, but such as maybe putting up a camera in the area? Because I know the Postal Inspection Service looks into these kinds of crimes.
I can't speak to that because I really don't know.
Gotcha.
But I do know we're now hiring in Seattle, Washington.
Absolutely.
If you're 18 years old,
as far as the cluster box goes, for the Postal Inspection Service, do they actually look into these kinds of criminal behaviors?
The only thing I can say is that the inspection service does their job. That's all I can.
Gotcha. But they don't. Does that include looking into alleged thefts and breaking into cluster boxes?
I can't speak to that. The only thing I can say is the website tells you everything.
Do you have contact information for the local office for the United States Postal Inspection Service?
I do not. It's online.
Gotcha. So you guys have no way to contact them.
I mean, we can contact them, but I'm saying I don't personally have it on me. But
is there any way you could get that for me?
I can get it for you if you need it.
No. Is there any way you could get me the contact information you would have to reach out to them so I can further look into this story?
I can't give you internal information. That's what I have.
I see.
I can't share that with the public.
Okay.
I can only give
what
you
we're going to
public
do is,
okay.
But
right now we're going to order you a new NDCBU.
Okay.
So, and then we will be responsible for that.
Okay.
So, just right now, we're getting it taken care of. The new manager had no clue what was going on.
So you realize that's exactly what G told me 3 weeks ago.
But he's ordering it right now. So call me and give me your email address. Yes.
Okay.
Email address, and what I will do is I will email you the information with the work order so that you know we are actually taking care of it. No, he has my phone number.
Yeah,
Mr. Williams?
Yes.
I got another question. I do not know the guy's name. He's an older guy wearing kind of like a blue-clad flannel shirt with a vest. What is his name?
I can't give employees information out.
That's
You'd
fine.
have to actually.
Well, there's an important reason I'm bringing this up is he was recording me with his
Thank
personal
you.
cell phone. I'm going to do a Freedom of Information Act request on that. I'm formally requesting you as a supervisor to ensure that that employee maintains the video and audio and photographic footage on that device.
Do you have any type of proof that he's recording you, or are you?
I
going
recorded
by
him
assumption?
recording me.
Can you rewind it and show me that he was recording you?
I'll tell you. I'll do you one better. I'll send you the footage.
That'll work.
Can I get your email address? I can send that footage.
It's right there behind you. You can send it right there to me.
To careers.
Yes.
Mr. Williams, come on. This seems like at this point you're trying to obfuscate my ability as a journalist to get FOIA information based on an employee conducting himself in a manner he shouldn't be conducting himself at the post office.
Sir, I want to
Sir,
add
can you put your camera down for a second? The young lady does not want to be recorded.
That's not an option. Yeah. Your poster 7 that you have over
I know,
on the
but
wall.
she
that's
she's
just.
a customer. She does. Well, you can record.
It's gonna cost
Sir, I'm gonna leave. I can't. I've already
Ma'am,
asked
we're
her
out in
to
public
not-
here.
Not take my picture. For me, can you
Yeah,
make
no,
sure
that
you
doesn't
say
work like
something to
that.
her?
That doesn't work
She-
like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
because she.
You're
doesn't-
literally you're asking me to do something to violate my liberties as press, even though
No,
you're poster
I'm
7.
asking you that because she.
That's a
doesn't want to be
request, and I'm going to deny
Okay.
the request.
All right.
All right.
You're gonna deny the customer
Yes.
request to not be recorded?
That's a request to not be recorded. It's my liberty as press to be here. You're not going to abridge my liberties as a
I'm
journalist.
not trying to bridge your liberties. I'm asking you. 'cause
Yeah,
the
as a
customers
request, that's
doesn't
totally
want-
fine, but I'm going to deny the request. Okay, my liberties are more important than feelings.
Here, you can go out the back.
So, Mr. Olson, if you don't mind, you want to step over here? Maybe I could. So, based on what Mr. Williams, how do you feel about what Mr. Williams just said there? Because actually, I asked him if it might be possible for the United States Postal Service to maybe perhaps install a camera, right? There's cameras everywhere in our lives these days. And Mr. Williams is seemingly filibustering and avoiding answering that question in a way that might be helpful to the public. How do you feel as a citizen in this area served by this post office that such, at least a question appears to be danced around and skirted? It seems like a sensible approach.
Well, he seems to be genuine. To be fair, I've not seen him before, dealt with him
enough.
before.
Okay.
So I hope that it's being genuine.
Okay.
After months of asking the same question, I don't feel like it's going to get fixed. Maybe it will now because of this.
Sure.
Which, thank you for what you do.
Yeah,
I really
absolutely.
appreciate this.
Yeah, well, that's what we're supposed to do in the press is get out here and look into this stuff. I was going to ask, you have contact information for Mr. Williams?
He did not give me contact
But the lady
information.
did.
The lady did, yeah.
I'm going to go ask Mr. Williams, how would you feel about possibly being involved if the post office here is willing to do it, in meeting up with the post office, Mr. Williams, to see if that lock is actually broken?
Yeah.
I mean, that would be a great way. I mean, to just be transparent and open and say, hey, look, we're just trying to get to the bottom of this, get to the truth here. So if you don't mind, I'll go ask Mr. Williams, see if maybe he's up for that.
How can I assist you?
Yeah, Mr. Williams, I'm looking to see, after having just spoken with Mr. Olson again, if when you go to the cluster box, if you'd be willing to arrange a time so that Mr. Olson and myself can show up with you, because I want to be transparent about this. If those locks are broken and you show up and it can show that that lock is in fact broken, I think that's germane to the story and is relevant to show that in fact that lock is at this point in time broken.
All updates are listed at www.usps.com/careers.
Gotcha. So you're going to use a response to recruiting to avoid answering an option to be transparent for a post office, even though you've allegedly come here to solve these problems? Wow. He does not want to actually answer the question of the press. Would you be willing to go in there and ask if he'd be willing to do that with you?
I can.
Let's see if they're willing to do that, because honestly, this is an opportunity to also show that if in fact that lock is broken, that we can show it on camera. We can schedule a time to meet up with them, and I think the press should expose this if in fact it is broken. So let's see if we can do this. All right. Well, if we need to do it another time, perhaps do you need to leave?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got an
All right.
appointment.
Well, if you don't mind, I'll just walk with you and
Sure thing.
talk here. So I think what I'll do is I'll reach out to the post office, see if we can arrange a time. If you're okay with it, and I'll blurt out any of your personal information that was in there, so that's not exposed. But maybe we could exchange some information and any of the evidence that you have, so that we can provide as much information to the public as possible. You're very unlikely the only person in this community that has experienced this, so I want to thank you for coming out with me.
Sure.
A lot of sources don't want to come out, and I understand why, but I think it's brave of you to do this, because there's a lot of people out there that are like, oh, you're just trying to cause problems with the post office, when in actuality what it appears to be, at least, is that the post office is causing problems for you and likely many others here. So I just want to thank you for your coming out and your time.
Yeah, and just a side note, while you were in there and I was over here, there was a young lady back here that thanked me for what I was doing. Because she's been fighting. She said it took her 9 months to get her box fixed.
Interesting.
And she was thanking me for standing up to him.
Yeah.
And I said, well, she said they had been rude to her as well. She said that, I said, well, the only reason they're being nice is because he's in there filming. And they weren't even that nice. So
yeah, they didn't actually seem that nice. So all right, well, look, I appreciate your time and coming out and meet with me.
Sure.
And I'll continue working on the story.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Well, I was just narrating my exit from the facility, and I noticed that there's some Seattle police here. So we're gonna go over there and check into what's going on.
Hey, sir. How's it going?
Good. How you guys doing?
Good. Just let everybody be not to be recorded.
Likewise. It's going to be the most transparent day you guys have had all day so far, although it's still early.
I don't know. So you know why we're here, right?
I have no idea, actually.
So we got a call from staff at USPS.
Okay.
Just concerned that you were filming inside the premise. I told them that you can. You're allowed to.
Oh, thank God. I thought maybe like the TARDIS showed up and I appeared in North Korea all of a sudden, so that's good.
We're still in Westwood Village in
Woo!
Seattle.
Thank God. Not far from North Korea.
They don't want you going in and filming. That's pretty much it, but I'm sure you already knew that.
Oh, you know I can, though.
Well, not if they trespass you.
Oh, yeah. Here's the unfortunate part. That would be violating poster 7 that they have on the wall in there. That's actually an excerpt from the Code of Federal Regulations, Title 39, Section 232.1. It specifically gives me the welcome to come and do that, and that's from the Postmaster General. So I you guys are obviously police. It's sort of paramilitary. So how the rank structure work is that the Postmaster General's at the top, and they're below. So when he puts that notice out there, and I'll show you what it is here. It's right over here on the wall. But here's how it works. I'm absolutely going to stay on my property. If they're going to trespass me and they want to do that.
Have they trespassed you before?
No.
Have they talked to you and asked you not to come inside?
Nope, they have not.
Okay, if we had her come out and talk to you right now and ask you not to come inside, would that be?
No, you guys. If that's the point, if that's what's going to happen, that's a crime. That's a felony.
Well, to ask you to
no,
request.
to request is one thing, but I'm going to go back in my building. It's going to take you guys.
And what I'm saying is, if she just wants to be nice about it and ask you about it,
no.
Why can't you just abide by it?
Because what's happening there is I'm press. I don't know if she told you what was going on.
What?
I'm press. I don't know if she told. I'm a journalist. I don't know what.
You're okay with it? Yeah. I mean, I have no
there
choice.
we go.
He's not
so
working any longer.
I need a supervisor here from the Seattle Police Department.
So he's good.
So it sounds like they're okay with it. So
I need a corporal or a sergeant, though.
Well, we don't have
corporals. King County has corporals.
Okay.
What do you
I
want
need a sergeant or someone else. Because the whole thing that was just happening right there is extremely rude and unprofessional.
I think we've been extremely professional.
No, what you attempted to do there and saying if they want you trespassed, then we'll do that. First of all, you can't be here on that property, on this property, without firing. So you guys need to get off. First of all,
we're leaving here because we're telling you you're okay to be here.
Yeah.
We wanted to talk to a supervisor.
That's the problem. That's why we're here.
Yeah, I get that.
We were trying to de-escalate this without having any confrontation.
This is a civil issue,
and that's why I was asking if you
guys
would
get
let
involved
them
in criminal issues. Okay, you guys need to
Actually,
stop.
we good? Most things we deal with is civil, but
okay.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So you still want to talk to the supervisor?
I do, because the issue here is also if we could go off property, you guys are You guys are committing felonies right now. You need to go.
We're not. We're in a public space, open to the public.
Well, hold on. Let me explain.
Do you want to talk to?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
So we're gonna go hang out on our
This
cars.
is exclusive jurisdiction.
We're gonna get a supervisor.
You guys cannot go into, let's say,
and
the
you can talk to
Bremerton Naval
supervisor if you
Yards,
wish.
right?
You're not being detained or anything. So
I know. I
you're free to
understand
go.
that. You guys can't, for example, go on to the Bremerton Naval Yards. The exact same law applies here. This is an exclusive jurisdiction. Okay? I'd like to get the CAD number, if I could, also, incident number for this.
We'll give you a card with the CAD number.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll get you
Now
that
look,
right now. My name is
I may be having a disagreement with you guys. I got no personal issue with you guys, but what was being said there a moment ago, hey, if they want you trespass, we're going to enforce that. First of all, you're out of jurisdiction. You can't be here. 40 U.S.C. 1315 D3 says there has to be an agreement between the post office
Okay, we're not forcing you to
and
do
local.
anything.
I understand, but what the problem I have here is that you were willing to go along with that and violate my liberties as
But
press.
nobody did.
You were willing to.
I don't know if anybody was willing to.
You said it on recorded
it's
video
recorded.
and audio.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Not far from North Korea.
They don't
but-
want you going in and filming. That's pretty much it. But I'm sure you already knew that.
Oh, you know I can, though.
Well, not if they trespass you. Okay, it's
video
recorded.
and audio.
Okay, it's recorded
on both ends. All right,
Yes.
so, sir, our supervisor is coming.
Great,
He's en
great.
route, so you can talk to
appreciate
him. I'll get you a card right now. My name's here.
And then in the meanwhile, if you guys could please get your firearms off this property, as in remove
You
yourselves.
cannot do that.
Okay, well, I need you guys to get off the property. That's a felony. I'd like my own police department to not actually commit felonies, okay? It's a violation of 40 U.S.C. 1315 D3. There is no law enforcement contract between the United States Postal Service and the Seattle Police Department. Oh, you're welcome to your First Amendment, sir.
I am.
There you go. And I'm glad that you're using it, sir. Glad that you're using it. Have a less angry day, sir.
Yeah.
There you go. Keep trucking on.
How many times have police contacted you for incidents at this location?
I've never been to this post office in my
Oh, this
life.
is the first time?
I've never been here.
Oh.
Ever. Not a single time. Actually, I came here completely separate of a guy who came in, because if you go to Google reviews for this, and I received 5 or 6 tips and leads about this post office having issue with cluster mailboxes. The post office is alleging that the cluster boxes are being broken into frequently. The tips and leads I'm getting from locals in the White Center area is that they haven't been getting their mail for approximately 3 months, and that they're having receipts, those like orange receipts that says mail held at the request of customer, are being put out. But all of the customers that are sending me tips and leads are saying they've never requested that a single time. What they're saying is that they've replaced the locks 3 times, and when I attempted to say, let's schedule a time so I can go out as a journalist and record whether those are in fact actually broken, they shockingly don't want to provide transparency as to whether those cluster boxes are in fact broken or not. It appears to be, from at least Google reviews and my tips and leads, that this post office has enormous customer service issues.
Is that what you found out from their PDR?
No, the PDR the PRR I did, rather. Well, actually, let me clarify. The FOIA I did for what I was talking about a moment ago, which is whether law enforcement can provide services here. There's only one post office in the entire country, and it's actually in Puyallup. If you go to the post office there's a big metal sign inside that says, we have a contract with the United States Postal Service. Puyallup Police Department will provide law enforcement services instead of the United States Postal Inspection Service. And the reason that's the case is because codified in U.S. codes and Code of Federal Regulations is the process that is the mechanism for getting that agreement facilitated. Unless that happens, if it's an exclusive jurisdiction post office, as in it's physically owned by the U.S. government, then local law enforcement can't be on here with weapons, because federal law says you can't be here with weapons unless you're a federal police officer or if you have that agreement. This one doesn't have it. Now, if it's a concurrent legislative jurisdiction, which would be like the post office is renting something, if they're renting an office, you absolutely can show up anytime you want with your firearm, because
Yeah, you're good to go.
there's no restriction on it at that point. And like I said, I know you guys are going to believe me now. That's fine. You got it on recording. Go look up all this stuff later. You'll actually find out that it's 100% true. That's why Puyallup's post office did what they did. But the reason the post office doesn't want to do these agreements is because then they have to pay the police departments for their services when they show up. If you guys just decide to show up because you think it's a concurrent legislative jurisdiction, then they don't have to pay you. And Uncle Sam is a greedy bunch of folk up there. They don't want to pay the local police departments for their work. Hello. How you doing today?
Good.
Good.
Sergeant Areno with the Seattle Police Department. I'm sure the officers told you we have body cameras.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I think that's great.
What's going on?
I just have an issue with, it's not a deeply personal thing or anything with Officer Norton, but something that he said was of a concern to me. And
what is it?
Well, it was that it seemed like what he was trying to do is facilitate possibly a trespass. And what fortunately the supervisor in there said when she came out is that I do have a liberty to record here. I tried to explain to Officer Lucas and Norton that the poster they have in there, it's called Poster 7. It's just an excerpt of a Code of Federal Regulation. And that Code of Federal Regulation is created and affirmed by Congress as a law. And that law says you absolutely can be in there. So the problem that I had is that Officer Norton seemingly was going to be willing to facilitate a trespass against me. And I'd just like to make sure that that is crystal clear. That cannot happen under any circumstance.
Yeah, so the officer, I mean, he obviously you saw him walk over there and explain to me the situation, and it seems like it was just miscommunication from the staff, but when their supervisor, and like you said, their supervisor came and he said, no, yeah, you're free to film.
Yeah.
So
I just want to make sure the big thing for me is, like, even if one of them, short of me committing a crime, I mean, obviously if I'm slapping people or something crazy, that's a crime, you can be arrested for that. But short of being disorderly or something like that, there is no authority for them or the police department to actually have me trespassed.
And you're obviously not being trespassed, right?
The other thing I wanted to make sure, I know you guys aren't going to believe me, so I just want to convey this to you. If you would please, I'm just politely requesting you push this up to your superiors.
Yeah, what's that?
It's deeply unlawful for you guys to be physically present with that. This is
with what?
With your firearm here. The reason it is this is exclusively owned property. If it was a leased property from the post office, it's called concurrent legislative jurisdiction. You can absolutely be here 100%. Okay. This is owned. This is like the Bremerton Naval Yards for all intents and purposes. You can't go on there with your firearm unless they welcome you. But that comes with an agreement that you can be there. Here's the same thing. It's codified in 40 USC 1315 D3 and some other stuff that they've got. So just ask that in the future, call the Postal Inspection Service, tell them to show up because this is their jurisdiction. I know they love being lazy and having you guys carry their water for them, but they need to actually, I don't know, maybe do their job and not actually burden the city police department with stuff that they should probably get off their lazy butts and do themselves.
I mean, I'll be sure to mention that to my supervisor.
I appreciate it,
and push that up.
It also will make less calls for service. So if I'm here working on the horrifically scary journalist story that I'm working on.
But like you mentioned, sometimes crimes do occur here.
Sure.
And I mean, we do have to show up, I mean, with firearms, right? If a crime is being committed,
if a crime is being committed on the Bremerton Naval Yards, would you guys go there? No, because you can't.
I'm not 100% sure on that situation.
Well, what I'm saying is, if you were outside of off the property of Bremerton Naval Yards and you heard a shooting going on, you're like, bat senses, I got to go over there. They'd be like, you need to not come on here because this ain't your jurisdiction. Just be like going up into Skagit County. Can you enforce the law there? Absolutely not. You're out of jurisdiction.
Okay. Is there anything else that we can do for you?
That was it. No. I just wanted to make sure that was crystal clear, so I appreciate it.
Did you want to provide your information to
No, I'm good. I appreciate it. But, hey, I appreciate the professionalism. I know we had a disagreement, but I still appreciate the professionalism.
Of course. I'm just going to talk to staff.
All right, have a good day.
Do you need a business card with a case number for the
I got that, yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It was Sergeant what again?
Areno.
Areno.
Yeah.
I can tell you've been doing this for a while. Your name's almost off there.
Okay.
Take care.
All right.
All right, so I think we, at least got that squared away. I'm actually surprised that the post office called, but in a way I'm not, because they didn't want me covering this story about their unwillingness to try to fix these problems. So we did get on recording. The supervisor here did in fact come out and say, yes, the press can be here working on, but for that matter, any citizen can be here as well. It's called the Constitution. That being said, the police have got it squared away. They know that citizens and press can be here recording this story. This story is pretty important to the locals. Mr. Olson, when I was interviewing him prior to leaving and then coming back because the police were here, he made it clear that it's been an ongoing problem for about 3 months or so. And a lady approached him, as he said on camera, regarding the same issue and thanked him for doing that, what he did in there, which is basically stay on top of the issue. So that's really good. So that's really it here for today. So if you guys wouldn't mind helping get my stories out there, you can do so by going to my video, liking, sharing, and subscribing, hitting that all notifications bell so you get my stories right when they're released. You can follow me on X at I.A.M Free Auditing, on Facebook at Inland Auditing Media. And if you want to help keep my feet on the streets, you can do so by going to the links in the description for Cash App and Venmo. Thank you for watching. Thank you for helping support my journalism. I'll see you at the next location. Bye.